manner, effect partner South Africa survive. Good evening. Thanks for joining us on Osrc News at 7. My name is Sahid Aribisa. Former President Goodluck Jonathan says Nigeria's recent transition to power qualifies the country to continue to lead Africa's democratic leadership. He said with elections over, past and present leaders, the electorate must work together for a better future. At Hassan Villa, Abuja, he seized the opportunity to congratulate President Tinubu on the opposition political parties to rally behind President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to ensure the growth of the country. Led by the presidential candidates of the People's Democratic Party and the Labour Party and all political stakeholders to demonstrate maturity and a deep commitment to the democratic ideals that underpin the nation. The group congratulated President Bola Tinubu on his victory at the Supreme Court, adding his unwavering leadership and dedication to the well-being of the nation remains indelible. They also gave commendation to the President for his commitment to Nigeria and his steadfast dedication to upholding the highest leadership standards. National Security Advisor Noor Ribadu says President Bola Tinubu is committed to interference in the off-cycle Bayelsa, Kogi and Imo governorship elections. He gave assurance was agents on election security in Abuja consultants by the Committee on 2020 season. To security those still actively the need for women to support themselves in attaining greatness in every sphere of life has been stressed. Women of different groups in society, including the Foundation for Wives of Ondo State Officials and Female Political Appointees FOSO, an initiative of the wife of Ondo State Governor, Mrs. Betty Yayawa Akeredolu, made the call during the 20 years anniversary of National Association of Women Opinion Leaders in Accra, the Ondo State capital. Government House correspondent Omori Olambaji has more.
National Leaders is a 20-year-old gender in Nigeria. Irrespective of class, integrate support to the rights of, while commending Mrs. Anyawa for her unrelented efforts in fighting the rights of women in society. Mrs. Oshadam frowned at some women's attitude towards one another and recommended oneness in achieving the vision of taking position that matters in society for transparent and working society.
Women are not when we have some don't even own radios. Even when we own radios, you don't know. But in the house by our
Chairman of the event and President Akoko Chambers of Commerce, that women as preservers,
cannot be no brother. But our we need to believe in ourselves.
Other dignitaries at the event helped encourage society, they say, would go a long way in boosting of women.
I want to remind women, as we proceed in all we do, please don't forget your health, because health is wealth.
You can talk. English. But we move it. As women, have the passion to lead in whatsoever capacity. You must not be afraid. Don't feel intimidated. This is the time to launch out. This is the time to come out. And I assure you that the security agency, even the civil defense, they are going to protect you.
The Ondo State government has again ordered temporary closure of Agbogbo roadblock access of Ilesha-Akure Expressway in Akure to enable it to carry out comprehensive assessment of work done so far on the Oyarubulem Shagari Village flyover. This is in keeping with the policy of Oluwarotimi Akeredolu's administration of adhering to standard procedures in project execution. A statement by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Infrastructure, Lands and Housing, Allen Idowu, said during the closure from 6 a.m. on Sunday, 29th October to 6 a.m. on Monday, 30th October, government will do strategic tests on the substructure of a project. Mr. Allen stressed that vehicular traffic will be diverted to the Oyemekun or Badeshia dual carriageway at roadblock, while vehicles will head off to the Agbogbo Fuashari dual carriageway at Agbogbo Junction. While appealing to users of the road to bear with government, he emphasized that the measure is in everyone's best interest and in line with global engineering best practices. The October edition of the monthly environmental sanitation exercise across Ondo State tomorrow. We're due to take a break on Osrc News at 7. We'll be back with more stories. Please stay.
Hard drugs will only make your life hard and make things harder for you. Think of the dangers of drug abuse to your life and future. Stop drug abuse today. Work on improving through refined routine. Life is good when devoid of drug abuse. This message is brought to you by the Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation, OSRC.
Hey, this kid, how are you doing? 1,000. We go wash play tire.
Now, brother, now 3,005.
Ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀rún 10,000. Bring full.
Ha! 10,000.
People now, wow. 1,000 naira credit. Now you dey talk to 10,000.
Now, all of us don't know. Ní ìlọ́po mẹ́wàá nísìnyí.
Ṣé o ti gbọ́? Ìlọ́po mẹ́wàá ló máa gbà lórí èké tó o bá rà. Pé Glo tẹ̀tẹ̀ta.
To God be the glory that we witnessing The meeting is inviting our clans, association, and groups that patronize us that we are grateful for your partnership. We have outlined various for their dealers, carols, radio and channel. This Alayo is for businessmen and women and corporate business organizations. For enquiries, call Toyi on 080 35 63 5646. Amilola 080 347 51621. Biodun 080 33 73 7786. We will all celebrate this Christmas and Osrc Christmas Committee.
Thanks for rejoining us on Osrc News at 7. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook. Now to more stories. Special thanks to Ondo State Governor on Special Duties and Strategies, Dr. Doyin Odebowale, has described the recent media briefing held by the Deputy Governor as a belated move to stop the constitutional responsibility of the legislative arm of government. Earlier, I spoke with Dr. Odebowale on the development and governance in Ondo State. Thank you, Dr. Doyin Odebowale, for joining us. I'd like to get your interpretation of the import of the press conference held by the Deputy Governor of Ondo State, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, yesterday.
The issues are very clear, but in the press conference addressed by the Deputy Governor, I got over to the governor and I, do the that people of to Nigerians that members wait remotely. Nice. Very the pollution I don't mean by the party is pollution that of my speakers at this allegation that they are not interested in looking at this allegation. His press conference came too late. They started to act. It's right. Last protest, they had come with printed T-shirts and what have you sponsored, and nobody left in response.
In view of all of this, there are questions around the distraction this issue is causing the government of Ondo State, particularly in expectations of people.
And now, when you talk about, I wanted to mention one specific area of governance where you notice distraction. Because it's a different thing if you are talking about those who have been shown their responsibility, their duties. Employees of government refuse to work or a commissioner, you should be able to tell the people of Ondo State why you are not working. Is it that you are not earning your salary, or is it that the running grants of your office that you've not been getting your running grants? You should come out to say so. If you're in the Ministry of Environment, for instance, you want to tell us why the whole town at the time was looking like, the way it was. Before some of us, decided to say, no, if I contractor, let us know the challenges you face. Maybe because the governor has not been in Akure, you've not gotten your mock sites. And I said, the flyover at is the that is a federal road. Those government did not for the to come for those government went in there to intervene. It's governance. You go to the University of Medical Sciences, in Akure, work has not stopped. Work has. Then the portals, now that the rains are subsiding, the season of.
What are your projections on what is likely to happen in the days ahead? And as a lawyer, help us really make sense of the propriety or not of the impeachment process, the impeachment move by the House of Assembly.
The House of Assembly has the duty to inquire into the activities of other arms of government. And any other person can be summoned by the House of Assembly, in the discharge, in the performance, oversight function.
Orange 94 FM, Sunshine 6.5 FM, Alaye, to further promote local and culture. South Neko.